Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another Sober Toolbox video. I'm Aaron, the Sober Life Coach. If you don't know me, I'm a coach author, and I've been sober for the past 7 years. And I created this Sober Toolbox to help guide you through some of the most common issues that I found in early sobriety. And hoping you're probably finding these as well. And I want to guide you through these, and I want to help you change the identity level, because that's one thing that really helped me in the very beginning, was learning that I needed to eliminate that need to drink. I need to eliminate alcohol as a solution instead of just quitting drinking. So I did that without rehab and without AA, and I was a problem drinker for 18 years. And now I'm alcohol free for the past 7 years. I want to help guide you guys through this process, what really helped me, and the path that I created for myself. So we've been talking about socializing sober, right? It's one of those things that really holds a lot of people back. It's one of the things that drags people back into drinking a lot. I know for me, I thought that drinking sobriety was going to be one of those things that was going to be boring and silly. And, how am I going to live without alcohol? How am I going to go socialize with people and things? And the myth was that I can't have fun sober. And that's a lie. You just need a strategy. It's not a sacrifice. Sobriety isn't a sacrifice. It's not something that you have to get. Alcohol isn't something you have to give up and always need it and have this FOMO about it, because alcohol in reality is a poison. It's making you sick. It's not doing anything for you. Maybe it's relieving your stress, anxiety momentarily, but it's not doing anything for you in the long run. It's taking away your edge. It's taking away your passion. It's taking away your purpose. So why do we even need it, right? And that's what I really had to switch my mindset on that and look at, instead of FOMO, we talk about JOMO, right? Joy of missing out. I get the joy of missing out on hangovers. I get the joy of missing out on all the stupid things that I did. I get the joy of missing out on being that drunk version of me, and now I get to be the sober version of myself. So the big problem with this is most people wing it, right? They hope for the best and they fold under the pressure, right? You can't just wing things. You can't just go on autopilot and live on in reaction mode. You have to respond to things, and responding means having a plan, right? You have to have success in social situations and settings. You have to have preparation, identity, and boundaries. Those are the three kind of things that really, really help me. So, the three-part sober night out system is going to go like this. You get your power statement with you ready to have there in your pocket. That's gonna how you're gonna say no, effectively. You're gonna have your pre-event plan, and then you're gonna have your comeback trigger, or something that's gonna just help you say no and stand your ground in that situation. So, what's your power statement? Your power statement is: I'm not drinking because I'm building something stronger. Say it before you walk in the door. You're not drinking just because not drinking just because you were told to, or that someone forced you to. You're doing it because you're building something stronger. You're building a sober 2.0 version of you. You're stepping into a new version of you, and sometimes that's awkward. Sometimes that's weird. Every time we try to adjust to life and try to step out of our perceived boundaries, we're gonna have some self-sabotage come up. We're gonna have that mindset that really wants to hold us back in that situation in life. But we got to get past that by changing our subconscious thoughts, changing our beliefs, changing the way we see ourselves and the way we see alcohol. And one of the things that we need to really change is the subconscious, right? The subconscious is one of those things that holds us back. It has limiting beliefs about alcohol. It has limiting beliefs about ourselves, what we can do. And one of the best things I've found in my life is to change those subconscious beliefs. It's just stepping out and doing something new, stepping out and proving to myself that I can do these things. And one of the things I had to prove to myself is that I can socialize sober. And I remember the first time that I went to a barbecue at my father-in-law's house, right? I talk about this in my books and other things, but if you haven't heard this story, my father-in-law, me and him used to drink tequila, and that's kind of how we bonded together. And over the years, it's kind of been a thing where we go up there, have a couple drinks of tequila, and talk or whatever. And the first time I had to go up there sober, I was thinking in my mind, what the hell am I going to do? Like, he's going to think I'm an alcoholic. He's going to think I got a problem. All these thoughts reached through my head. And then I realized I have to be prepared. I have to have a plan. I'm just going to say no, right? And I went through all the situations that he could say to me, and I just kept visualizing myself saying no, or visualizing myself saying I'm driving, or whatever kind of excuse that came to my mind, right? And my mind was racing the whole entire time I went out there to go to this barbecue. And guess what? I got there. He offered me the drink as usual, and I just said no. And guess what? He looked at me and said, "Okay," and carried on. He probably thought I was driving, or he probably thought maybe I wasn't having that drink that time, maybe that moment I didn't want to have a drink, and there was no peer pressure. All the things in my mind were not real, because I was living from that past experience, right? That past experience of having people pressure me, and when in reality that wasn't even true. To begin with, that wasn't going to happen. It wasn't true, and I spent all this time worrying about it, and I got through that situation. And that really empowered me. That was one of the first sober wins I had to carry on and live an alcohol-free life. So having this power statement is better. You can say, I'm not drinking because I'm building something better just inside your mind. That's really going to solidify what you're going to do on your night out. So you're going to have a pre-event plan, right? You're going to maybe eat first, hydrate, set an exit time, right? Visualize staying aligned. Those are the kind of things you want to say have, right? So maybe eat something first. If you're hungry, your willpower is going to go down a little bit. You're going to be irritated or whatever. So have something to eat, hydrate, drink a lot of water. Sometimes we drink just because we're thirsty. That's part of it. Set an exit time, right? Like what time you're going to leave, how you're going to get out, those kinds of things. If this, then that is a great thing to work through too, right? If this happens, that's gonna I'm gonna do this, right? So if this person asks me to drink, I'm gonna do that. And sometimes I know that we can overthink things and stuff, but it's better to be over prepared than under prepared, right? So in that moment, you know exactly what to do, and use visualization. Visualization is a super unused tool in sobriety, because we can visualize these situations, we can visualize these things in our mind, and see that if this person says that, I can do this, because guess what, you're gonna visualize anyways, right? Excuse me. I know for me, uh I visualize bad things all the time, right? So if we're visualizing bad things anyways, might as well put some positive visualizations in there, go run through these scenarios, and just see if this happens, I'm going to do that. Write it down on a piece of paper. Have an exit plan. Those kinds of things to pre-plan these events is going to really help you guys in the future. So hopefully you guys can start pre-planning your events, because we fall to our systems, right? And if we don't have a system, we're just running on autopilot, we don't have a plan, we're just reacting, we're not executing on the plan, then we're not going to be able to get to where we want to go. So we don't want to react, we want to respond and have a plan. So what to say when someone asks you for if you want to drink, right? When someone says just have one, respond with, I'm good, I've got better things in motion. I'm good, my sobriety is more important. I'm good. You can even make an excuse, I'm good, I'm driving, or if that's where you're at. But just responding to that, just have one, responding to it and saying no is going to shut down 90% of people. Some people are going to push and pressure you. That's okay, right? You can just say no. I know for me, a long time I thought I had to explain to people, I thought I had to go on this big rant and everything. I just said no. The more I just said no, I became that person that doesn't eat alcohol anymore. I became that person that doesn't drink. I see it as a poison. I see it as something that I don't want to put in my life, because I have better things to do. I have better things to do than be hungover. I have better things to do than sit around and get drunk and numb myself out. I have better things to do, and I have better conversations with people when I'm sober. So why would I drink, right? So I want you guys to get there. That's a lot of mind shift work and stuff, but right now, you can just see I got better things in motion. You can elevate your sobriety and just say I've got better things in motion, because sometimes we treat sobriety as like some kind of sacrifice or some kind of like thing that we're just doing because someone forced us to, and that's not true. If you want to live a sober life is so great. Yes, it's hard, and yes, you're gonna have emotions and you have to deal with life, but it's so much better than being drunk. So why not celebrate that? Why not elevate that and just tell people, look, I'm having this I'm not drinking anymore, and this is why. So and that's all you need to say. And a simple thing is just say no. I know it's hard. I know that it's awkward. I know that sometimes you're going to get pushback, but just saying, no, I don't drink is a lot better than I'm quitting, or I'm just doing this, because then you're solidifying that identity of a sober person. And that's really where the change is going to come. So this is leadership. You're not avoiding alcohol. You're choosing alignment. You're choosing to be aligned with that sober version of you, choosing to be a sober mom, a sober dad, sober entrepreneur, sober, whatever you want to label yourself as. You're choosing to be that person and stepping out and doing something different. Of course, people are gonna think you're weird. You're stepping out of society. Anytime you step out and do something different and weird, if you're an entrepreneur, you know this for sure. Every time you step out and try something new, you quit your job and start a new business, or you do something that's out of society, the societal norms. People are gonna think you're weird. They can think you're crazy. They're gonna try and pull you back into the situation that they're in, because they're stuck there and they have dreams and they want to do things too. And a lot of people want to quit drinking, but they don't have the courage to do it. And maybe you showing up, you being bold, you showing up to that event and not drinking and having fun, and doing the things you need to do, and really proving that sober life, it can be great. Maybe that'll inspire someone else to be. So it's kind of a ripple effect when you choose alignment. So super important. This is leadership. This is alignment. You're leading your own life, and it's your life. And if you want to take that back from alcohol, that's up to you. And that's something that I really encourage you to do, because it's one of the best things I ever did in my life. So Here's a socialized sober playbook today. So we're going to use the DARE method: disrupt, ask, reframe, and execute, like always, in all my programs and books and coaching and things. But so you're going to disrupt the thought. What identity are you still holding on to that keeps pulling you back? Think about where you still feel stuck or uncertain. What kind of drunk identity do you have? Do you still believe that you're fun when you're drunk? Do you still believe that you're fun with a few drinks? Do you still believe that alcohol relieves your stress? Do you still believe that alcohol is a social lubrication? All these things are identity things that drunk version of you is trying to hold on to and tell you that's actually the truth, when all of it is a lie, right? And we can reframe that, and we can get through those things with cognitive behavior therapy work and stuff. But right now, just ask yourself, what is keeps pulling you back? What kind of identity do you think this drunk person has? Do you think you're more fun and all that? Because ask yourself, is this actually the person that is really in reality the person I think it is? Because a lot of times you look at this rose-colored glasses and you think, oh, it was so fun, it was awesome, but you actually were just a drunk, smelly mess, or you said something dumb, or and I'm speaking from my own experience, and there's no judgment here. This is the things that I did, and it's like, well, why? Why do I think that? Well, because it was a lie that my subconscious was telling me, is holding on to it, and I had to get rid of that lie. So you can also ask yourself, what would change if I fully stepped into the identity you want? Ask yourself, what's going to change if I stepped into this sober identity? What kind of things would happen if I went to an event, a networking event? Maybe it's a work event, maybe it's a barbecue, but what kind of things would change if you just said no and you carried on with your life and you started building that confidence? What would actually change in your life if you stepped into the sober identity? I can guarantee a lot of things are going to change. For me, a lot of things might change. My confidence went up. I was not hiding things anymore. I was able to be more congruent and truthful with my life and the people in my life. So a lot of things are going to change. So you can ask yourself, what change if you fully stepped into this identity would happen? Then we're going to reframe it. You don't need permission, you need alignment. This isn't about perfection. It's about showing up like the future you now. This isn't about being perfect or having everything lined up perfectly. It's about showing up like you in the future. It's about aligning yourself with that sober identity. And that's the reframe you really need to see, is that this sobriety is not something that you need to give up, and that it's a horrible thing. It's something that's amazing in your life. It's giving you an edge. It's giving you these things in your life. And why not celebrate that? Why not do that with your life? If you're into personal growth and all these things in other areas of life, why not try being into personal growth with your sobriety as well? So definitely something that you need to see sobriety as something as giving you something great in your life. And I know sometimes it's hard when you've been drinking and you don't have many great things in your life. Maybe you burn a lot of bridges or whatever, but it's going to get better. And the more you show up and the more you turn into that person, the more good things are going to come into your life, because you're going to be open and honest and trustworthy, and all these things are going to start building up underneath. And those things are going to be the things that make you have a great life. So, and then let's execute, right? What's one aligned action you'll take this week to back your new identity? What's one aligned action? Well, one of the aligned actions you guys can take when you socialize this weekend is just having a plan, right? Having a plan for an event, whatever you're going to, and having an escape plan, planning out this and that, right? If this happens, that's going to happen. It's not going to all go to plan. But some just knowing and visualizing those things is going to be helpful. Just saying no is going to be helpful too. And once you do this, even if you screw up and you have a drink or whatever, at least you're being aware of it. At least you had a plan. And if that plan didn't work, go back and change it and have another plan and try until you get to where you want to go. I'm always a big believer in just trying new things, trying things until they work out for us, because that's super important as well. So that's all I have for you guys today. It's going to be super one of those things that is super helpful to you. Hopefully that you're going to be able to get through that and socialize sober this weekend, and maybe go to an event. If you do, let me know. DM me, comment, let me know, because I always love hearing about these stories. So if you're sick of piecing these things together, get a proven plan that's already helped hundreds of people. You don't need to try harder. You just need identity and clarity. That's what the Kickstart Coach helps you do. But I also created something called the Dare to Be Sober 30-day reset. You get 30 short audios and videos to shift your mindset. You also get a sober co-pilot with that as well, with the Kickstart Coach and also the Dare Coach as well. You get workbooks, quick workbooks to help you win the day, and you also get a free PDF copy of my brand new book. It's a 30-day reset. It's going to walk you through 30 days. There's 30 chapters in there. Each chapter is supposed to be one day, so you go through it. There's workbooks, there's worksheets, there's all sorts of great things in there. It's reset, rewire, reclaim your life. It's a great book, and hopefully it's going to help a lot of people. You get a free PDF copy copy of that for just joining the waitlist. You don't even have to join the program. If you jump on the VIP waitlist, I'll give you a free PDF copy of the book just for being on the waitlist. So if that's something you're interested in, you can I'll send you the link, or just comment there in this, and I will send you the link to join the VIP waitlist. And also this month, only limited time group coaching included in the lower price. So all those great things, and hopefully it can help you guys do that. So if you're interested, just comment there and I will send you the link to get started on that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for letting me be your coach. Life is so much better than the sober side. I'll see you guys in the next video, my friends. I know this video went a little long, but I know that it is Friday at the time of this recording, and I wanted to help you guys get out there and live a sober life. And one of those things is not hiding from alcohol, it's getting out there and socializing. So anyways, guys, have yourself a meaningful day. I will see you guys in the next video.